Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about whether insulin really makes you gain weight, and if it does, why is that? And this is one of the biggest concerns that my patients have when their medications need to escalate and insulin is recommended. So we're going to look at some of the science behind it. In order to do that, we're going to go up to the board and take a look. Let's jump right in. Hi guys, quick one before we start. If you need an extra helping hand with your lifestyle change or managing your diabetes, we offer consultancy services where we'll work to you one-to-one to put your goals and actions in place and coach you through the process of making that lifestyle change and improving your health. Check out diabetesdietguide.com if you're interested. Thanks a lot. Okay, so we've returned to the trusty board. To understand whether or not insulin makes you gain weight, we need to understand some basic functions. So here we've got in your blood vessel, these are the blood vessels, we have glucose, okay? So we have your glucose, and where glucose wants to go is into the cell where it can be basically mashed up and turned into what it needs to be turned into, but ultimately the outcome is energy. So in the blood vessel, glucose is basically inert. This is the highway that it's taking to get to the final destination, which is energy. So, you know, if you're just driving down the motorway or the highway, you're not at your final destination. If you just parked up, you're not doing anything, you just sat there. Same with this glucose stuff. Once it gets into the energy, then the magic starts to happen. And then it can be converted into energy, which powers everything that we do. The same thing happens with fat, and the same thing in a roundabout way happens with protein. And the way this glucose gets into the cell, independent of exercise, because there's another mechanism that the body can use with exercise, is this hormone called, and you've probably heard of it, insulin. So what insulin does is it lands on the cell and there's receptors, and then the cell opens up. How do you draw a door? Like this. Opens up, and now suddenly that glucose can flow into the cell where it's then eventually converted into energy. That's normal physiology. That's what's happening. Now in diabetes, we have a two-pronged approach, okay? So two things are happening. We have type 1 and we have type 2 diabetes, both of which patients tell me that when they went onto insulin, they gain weight. Now the first thing to note is insulin is what we call an anabolic hormone. It essentially can make you gain weight. The average weight gain with people going onto insulin is 2 to 3 kilograms, which is about, there's 2.2 pounds to a kilogram, so just over double. So just over double the kilogram weight, 2 to 3 kilograms is going to be, 4 to 6 pounds basically. So usually when I record these things, my maths never checks out, so I do apologize if it hasn't. Pressure of filming, you see. Anyway, so it is anabolic in its nature, so we get that. In fact, bodybuilders, the big guys, the big gals, they will use this stuff to help enhance their physiques. But it doesn't necessarily mean then that insulin is a one-way ticket to weight gain, and there's another big reason why you gain weight with insulin. Now, what happens with diabetes, regardless of the type, is you've got far too much glucose in the blood, in these blood vessels. And the reason is that if it's type 1 diabetes, you just have zero insulin. Your body's lost its insulin producing capabilities, so we can't open the door. So rather than the glucose going into the cell and be used for energy, it just sits in the blood. And over time, that starts to accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. In type 2 diabetes, your insulin is there, but it's not working as well. Essentially, you have fat deposits clogging up these cells, so the receptors don't work as well. Some still work, but not all of them work. So not as much glucose is getting into the cells. Now remember, and this is crucial, in here, in the blood vessel, the glucose isn't doing anything. It's not contributing to weight gain. It's not contributing to energy. It's not contributing to the energy production. So you're not burning up energy. So the only way for the body to excrete, get rid of this energy, is to take it down and basically pee it out. So it goes, it's losses in the kidney, and all that glucose is gone via the kidneys, and it's gone. Now keep in mind, what is glucose really? It's energy. It's an energy source. So we're losing energy. So what you find is, particularly in type 1 diabetes, where this no insulin process really enhances this glucose, or the amount of glucose in the blood. So what happens is you're peeing loads of glucose and energy out, and so you lose a lot of weight. So then when you go onto insulin, suddenly you get this big boost of this hormone, which is now allowing these glucose molecules to get into the cell to be used as energy. So you're not peeing them out anymore. So essentially you're absorbing the glucose. So now the energy is getting to where it needs to go. It's not inert here. And as a result, you're able to feed your body what it needs. So it's not just being excreted as, losses. So you're not absorbing this stuff. It's empty calories. It's just being peed away. You're losing calories. And this creates a negative energy balance. Whereas when you start to absorb the calories, now you're putting on the calories into your body, and then it will use up the energy as it needs to. But usually, if you're in a neutral energy balance, then your energy in will meet your energy out. If you're in a positive energy balance, you'll gain weight. And if you're in a negative energy balance, like happens here, you'll lose weight. So that's type 1. Type 2 diabetes. Now, it's not usually as pronounced as type 1, particularly in initial stages. So you'll have more glucose in your blood vessel, but probably not as much as someone with new type 1. But it's the same process, okay? So you've got too much glucose in your blood vessel. So then when you go onto insulin, suddenly those glucose molecules are being absorbed. So really what we're seeing is the weight gain associated with insulin is only reflecting the calories that you would have normally absorbed had you not had diabetes and high blood sugars in the first place. In other words, your weight is reflecting your diet. So that is the weight you would have been had there not been a problem with absorbing glucose calories. And then the second you can absorb those glucose calories, either by making a lifestyle change or by going onto insulin with no lifestyle change. With the lifestyle change, you usually reduce your overall calories and things improve. So actually you don't gain weight. With insulin, this is now just reflecting your calorie intake that you normally have, and now you're able to absorb all those calories. And this is why most people gain weight going onto insulin. It's not because of the insulin itself. Typically, there's a small amount of weight gain associated with it, but not a lot. It's more to do with this process, and that's why. So it doesn't have to be this vicious cycle of where if you're on insulin, it's the end, you can never lose weight. Ultimately, it still comes down to your diet and your lifestyle. It always comes back to that, guys, with type 2 diabetes. There's a few people that won't apply to, particularly sort of the elderly population where things are just starting to wear out and it's not so lifestyle driven. But for those that are lifestyle driven, yes, insulin is an added complication and it can, in theory, make things a little bit harder to get that weight off. But not really, not really. If you are truly dedicated and really overhaul the diet and get active, this won't matter. You will still be able to lose weight. And that is why, guys, people tend to gain weight with insulin. I hope that makes sense. And if you've got any comments or observations, please leave them in the comments. Thanks a lot. I'll see you later.